Hey everyone, ready to give your career a boost?
I think we all are.
Well, today's deep dive is all about leveling up professionally. And we're going to be looking at this video chock full of advice on resumes, interviews, and,
And workplace communication.
right, workplace
A
communication.
whole package.
I found some of this stuff really surprising, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, did you know there's this whole method for answering those tough interview questions?
Like the behavioral ones.
Yeah, those. The ones that always trip me up.
They can be tricky.
And there's this whole thing on, like, specific phrases you can use in meetings to,
To sound more confident.
exactly.
Yeah, it's all about those subtle tweaks.
Totally. And this video really breaks it down. So should we jump right in?
Let's do it.
Okay, so first up, resumes. I was so relieved when the video said to keep it concise, like
One page.
one page.
Ideally, yeah, for every 5 to 10 years of experience.
5 to 10, that's doable. I can handle one page.
That's the point, it's manageable. Recruiters, they see so many resumes. So many.
So you really want to make sure the important stuff stands out.
Highlight reel. Not the whole,
Not the director's cut.
Exactly. And speaking of highlights, using strong action verbs in your summary,
Oh, yeah, powerful verbs.
like manage, develop.
But that kind of thing.
It sounds more, I don't know.
Dynamic. It shows what you achieved.
Right. It's not just a list of duties. The video gives this great example. Instead of saying improved sales.
Which is kind of vague.
Right. Vague.
Say something like increased sales by 20% in one quarter.
Boom. You've got the numbers.
Exactly. Quantify whenever possible.
Love it. Okay, moving on to interviews. The video really emphasizes researching the company beforehand.
Oh, absolutely essential. It shows you're prepared, you're interested.
But it's more than that, right?
It is. Because good research, it lets you ask insightful questions of your own.
So you're not just answering their questions.
Exactly. You're engaging in a conversation.
Okay, so let's tackle some of those common questions. Tell me about yourself. I always feel like people freeze up on that one.
It can be a bit broad.
It is.
The key is to think of it as your elevator pitch,
Ah, okay. Concise
Concise. Hit the highlights, what makes you unique.
and relevant.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Tailor it to the specific role and company.
Then there's the classic, why do you want to work here?
Ah, the motivation question.
The video suggests connecting your skills to the company's mission and values. But sometimes that feels a little, I don't know.
Forced.
Yeah, am I supposed to be passionate about, paper clips?
I get it. Authenticity is key.
Yeah.
You don't want to sound like you're just reciting their website.
Right.
The key is finding genuine alignment. And that comes from good research. If you can pinpoint specific aspects of their work that really resonate with your own values and skills,
Yeah.
it comes across as genuine.
Okay, and now for the question we all dread. Tell me about a time you faced a challenge at work.
Ooh, the behavioral question.
Yeah.
Everyone gets nervous about this one.
It's a tough one. And this is where the video introduces the STAR method.
Situation, task, action, result.
Right. But why is this acronym so special?
It's more than just an acronym. It's a storytelling framework. It helps you structure your answer in a way that highlights the skills you use to overcome the challenge and, crucially, what the positive outcome was.
So you're not just rambling.
Right. You're telling a concise, compelling story that showcases your competence.
I like that, a story.
And one with a happy ending, of course.
The video also says we should always ask questions at the end of the interview.
Always.
But sometimes I'm so focused on answering their questions that I just completely blank.
It's easy to get caught up in the moment. But asking thoughtful questions, it shows you're engaged, you're thinking critically, and you're genuinely interested in the role.
And the company.
Right? And honestly, it's also a chance for you to assess whether this is the right fit for you. It's a two-way street.
Okay, so we've covered resumes and interviews, feeling a little more prepared.
I hope so. We have a good foundation.
But the journey doesn't end there.
Oh no, we've got so much more to explore. Workplace communication is a whole world unto itself.
And that's where we'll pick up next time.
So stay tuned. We'll be diving into the nuances of communication that can really make you shine at work. Welcome back to our deep dive.
We are tackling those subtle communication skills that can really make a difference in the workplace.
The stuff you don't always learn in a textbook.
Exactly. And this video is packed with those little nuggets.
It's like a secret handbook for navigating you know.
Workplace dynamics.
Yes, all those unspoken rules.
So last time we talked about being clear and professional in emails and meetings.
Right, the basics.
But that applies to all communication at work, right? Not just email.
Oh, absolutely. Think about it. Every interaction.
Every
A
interaction.
quick message, a voicemail, even like,
A presentation.
exactly, those same principles apply.
So even if it feels casual, like a quick chat.
You still want to avoid, jargon, slang, anything too casual.
Right, because it all adds up, right?
It does. It shapes how people perceive you.
Your professional image.
Exactly. And this video does a great job of explaining the why behind the what.
I like that. So it's not just rules for the sake of rules.
Right. It's about understanding the impact of your communication, like those professional greetings and closings.
Which can feel a little...
Formal.
Yeah, but they actually help build relationships.
They do. They set the tone for respect and,
A positive exchange.
exactly. It shows you value the other person's time.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Nonverbal communication.
Oh, this is a big one.
Body language, eye contact.
Tone of voice.
It all matters.
It really does.
Yeah.
Sometimes even more than the words themselves.
Right. You can say one thing.
But your body language is saying something totally different.
Exactly. The video emphasizes eye contact during conversations.
Oh, such a crucial one. Shows you're engaged, listening.
And they talk about a confident tone of voice.
But not aggressive.
Right. There's a balance.
It's a subtle art, for
Sure.
sure. Have you ever,
Struggled with that.
oh, all the time.
Yeah.
Especially in,
High pressure situations.
yes, when you're nervous or unsure.
It definitely comes across.
But being aware of it is half the battle.
And then practice.
Practice, practice, practice. It becomes more natural over time.
Speaking of things that take practice, networking.
Ugh, everyone's favorite topic.
I know it can feel so...
Forced.
Yes, but it is important.
It's all about relationships.
Right, building those professional connections.
Exactly. And this video gives some good tips, like attending industry events,
Joining professional organizations.
using LinkedIn, all that stuff.
But isn't that all just surface level?
You mean just collecting business cards?
Yeah, what good is that?
It's meaningless unless you nurture those relationships.
So follow up.
Yes. Have conversations, find ways to support each other.
Make it a two-way street.
Exactly. Turn those connections into genuine relationships.
Okay, and finally, the video talks about continuous learning.
Oh, so important, especially in today's world.
Things are changing so fast.
All the time. New technologies, new trends.
If you're not learning, you're falling behind.
Exactly. It's an ongoing process.
How do we stay ahead of the curve, though?
The video suggests seeking out opportunities like training programs.
Online courses?
Yes, those are great. Reading industry publications, just staying informed. What about you? What do you do?
I'm a big fan of online courses.
Here too. There's so much out there.
And it's so accessible.
And usually more affordable than,
Traditional learning.
exactly. It's about finding what works for you.
And being open to new things, right?
Yes. Stepping outside your comfort zone.
That's where the growth happens.
Absolutely. So we've covered a lot in this deep dive.
Nonverbal communication, networking, continuous learning.
It's a lot to take in.
But it's all connected, right?
It is. It's all part of building a successful career.
And the key takeaway.
Don't just listen to the advice, put it into action.
Pick one thing, make a change.
Start small, build from there.
Welcome back. We're wrapping up our deep dive on professional development.
And this video, it's got even more to offer.
I'm ready. What else can we learn?
Well, there are a few more key things.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
they might seem small,
Yeah.
but they can really impact your career in the long run.
I'm all ears.
Okay, let's talk about feedback.
Ooh, feedback.
I know, right?
It can be kind of tricky.
It can. On both sides.
Giving and receiving.
Exactly. But this video really emphasizes that feedback when it's given well.
Yeah.
It's crucial for growth, both personally and professionally.
Okay, so it's not about, criticism.
No, it's about helping each other improve.
Become better.
Exactly. So how do we make sure feedback is actually helpful?
And not just, hurtful.
Right. Well, the video gives some really good tips. For giving feedback, be specific.
Specific.
Focus on behaviors, not personalities, and offer solutions.
So it's not just you did this wrong.
No, it's more like, here's how you could approach this differently next time.
Okay, so more constructive.
Exactly. And then when you're receiving feedback,
Yeah.
listen actively. Ask questions if you need to
Clarify.
clarify, and try to see it from their perspective.
It's so easy to get defensive, though.
Oh, it is, but
Yeah.
if you can approach it with an open mind, feedback can be super valuable.
Okay, I like that. And there was this other point in the video that I thought was really interesting.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
It said, we should actually seek out feedback.
Proactively.
Yes. Don't wait for it to come to you.
That's a great idea.
It is.
It shows initiative.
But who do we ask?
Well, they suggest colleagues, supervisors, mentors, even clients.
Oh, wow.
Anyone who can give you insights into your work.
Okay, so it's like a, what do they call it, a 360 review?
Yeah, 360-degree view of your strengths and areas for development.
I like that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, one last thing I wanted to touch on, self-care and work-life balance.
So important. It's easy to forget about that in the hustle.
It is.
But this video, it's clear about one thing. Burnout is real.
It is real.
And you have to prioritize your well-being if you want to thrive in the long run.
Any tips on how to actually do that?
They talk about setting boundaries.
Like work-life boundaries.
Yes. Taking breaks throughout the day.
Which I'm terrible at.
I know, me too.
Yeah?
But it makes a difference. And make time for things you enjoy.
Outside of work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hobbies, spending time with loved ones, whatever recharges you.
It's about finding that balance, right?
Where you can be productive, but also
Fulfilled.
fulfilled, exactly.
Well, I think we've officially covered it all.
I think so. We've hit all the major points.
From resumes to interviews to communication skills.
Networking, feedback, self-care.
Wow. It's been quite a deep dive.
It has. I hope our listeners feel ready to,
Level up.
yes, take their careers to the next level.
Remember, you don't have to do everything at once, right?
No. Pick one thing.
Start small.
Make a change.
And never stop learning.
Never. The journey's never really over.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Bye, everyone.